There we go. Maybe a little better connection there. So like I said, if we lose you guys, then we'll bring it back until Bishop. Pretty hazy day out here. So if you're just coming aboard, welcome to the channel. We're doing a live feed from 395. If you have any questions about anything fishing related, gear, anything about the Sierra, it doesn't matter. Any questions at all? Yeah, there's a little better signal. It was dicey back there for whatever reason. Back there in Lone Pine, it was kind of choppy. But we're here in between Independence and all of that, so we should have a little better signal here, a little more wide open. But if you're on the channel, welcome to the live feed. We're on 395 northbound to the Bridgeport area. We're headed to fish Silver Lake today. Oh yeah, old school. Yeah, that signal is bad. Hopefully it stays strong so people have a chance to chime in, ask questions if they want. Anything you guys want to know, gear questions, fishing questions, anything about the recent videos, or maybe suggest some stuff you want to see up here in the Sierra while I'm up here. But coming into Independence right here, there's the Sierra. Pretty solid view. Just a little hazy. I don't know what the deal is with the haze. Just a lot of moisture in the air, which is fairly unusual for this area. Usually the air is much clearer up here, but not today. It's real hazy. There we go, coming into Independence. Pretty neat little town. Hasn't grown much over the years, not too much. Fishing in October. Well, that depends on what areas. Is there any specific areas that you're thinking about fishing? Because October is kind of different in the Sierra. It depends on where. The further north, they get better sooner. So in that time of year, I would highly recommend probably maybe like Bridgeport, and then go from there. If you're interested in like coming further south, then you want to be up high. So October at like Sabrina and all that area. Yeah. So yeah, Sabrina, Rock Creek. I would pick Sabrina over Rock Creek. I think Rock Creek is it's been more and more fished out in the last few years. There's still a couple of decent fish in there, but it gets a lot of pressure, and they're not planting it as much. Sabrina is getting private plants, and they were getting Department of Fish and Game. So you had a little bit of both, and right now you just don't have. Rock Creek is not going to get that much. I'd say you have a better shot at more fish in October at Sabrina. But if you go to Sabrina in October, I recommend, if they're still renting boats, get one of their boats and take that thing to the back of Sabrina and fish one of the inlets, or along the rock piles, the different drop-off rock piles. You can get into some nice sized fish in there at that time of year. Even over by the dam, there's a big pool there. And currently, if you pull up Sabrina on Google Satellite, you'll see that pool in front of the dam, and then like a narrows and in between the main pool and all that. So let's see what you says. curious. Yeah, crowd is up there. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. They're saying same thing. I've been seeing that everybody's complaining how busy it is up in the Sierra. But you know what? I don't know. I don't think it's as busy as people think it is. I think it's just normal busy traffic, and I think maybe a couple of new people are headed up there, and they think that it's supposed to be just, you know, desolate, nobody up here, and it's not like that up here. The Sierra, it's never not busy up here in the summer. I mean, it's year round, it's always busy. But it's in the summer particularly, it just gets kind of crowded. I think if anything, what's happening is people are saying it's extra busy because people are afraid to go to hotels. Um, so you're basically seeing a lot of campers. So there's more people. What I will say is more people camping. There's not necessarily more people, but more people went camping. So it just appears to be a lot busier, and really, it's not. There you go. Outdoors, your favorite gas spot, right there. Little casino. Never had any luck there. Let's see, rod and reel. Let's see. Catch up to that comment. That's not a easy thing to do, but around $100 right now, my pick would be a Shimano NexSave. It's called a NexSave reel, 1000 series reel for around $50. They can go on sale for like $42, and then I would do a Daiwa Spinmatic 7'6" or 7-foot ultralight, and you can get those for around $50 as well. So with a combo, you're looking at like $100 to $120. That's probably your best bet for a good trout setup. If you want to step up for just a few bucks more, maybe another $20 to $30 in that same setup, then get a Daiwa Presso. Those are some of the best made rods for the money, I think. Daiwa Pressos. They can be a little hard to find at times, just because of the demand right now. But they do appear. You can get them on Amazon. I've seen them. Fish USA can carry them at times. Turner's Outdoorsman can get them in every now and then. But your best bet is either eBay or on Amazon for a Daiwa Presso Ultralight. You want the 2-piece, not the backpacking one. There's a 4-piece. You don't need that unless you're going to backpack. But if you're just going to fish, shore and boats and stuff, get the 2-piece Presso or the 2-piece Daiwa Spinmatic ultralight rod. That ultralight Spinmatic isn't bad at all. I've got a few of them. In fact, there's one in the back right now that I'll be using. That exact combo that I'm talking about, it'll be used on this trip. Brand new setup, in fact. So yeah, that's not a bad setup. I recommend that all the time, and I've had a lot of good luck. Ooh, there, lost kind of whitewashed right there. Weird. It's like a weird reflection off the cement. Anyway, pretty easy drive. A little busy up here on the highway for a Thursday, but not bad. We'll show you some of the mountains as we talk here and there as we can. A little hard at times. There's a few windy spots, so it's a little harder to film and all that. But yep, enjoy the view if you're stuck at the office or wherever you're at. Cruise along with us here as we head north. Let's see. Yeah, you did. Jason. Yeah, I don't remember how much it was, but I know it was north of $150 that one time. Not a bad little roll for $20. I might drop in on that place on the way out, depending on the timing. We got a couple of spots I'm going to be checking out. So I don't know if I'll be able to get in there or not, but yeah, that's a cool little spot to take a break, that's for sure. So yeah, like I said, guys, a little bit hazy up here. It's starting to clear up a little bit as we go a little further north, but it is like a lot of moisture. It's almost like a smoke or whatever, but it's not. There's no fires that would do this. I'm not really sure. I think it's just a strong onshore flow. That's all it is. But pretty cool views no matter what. Yeah, it's a little windy right here. But further north, we'll be out of the wind. It's 91 degrees here in the Owens Valley, in case you were curious. 91 degrees. Pretty warm. Oh, there we go. Got a little focus. So if you're just joining, make sure you guys feel free to ask questions. Ask all the questions you got right now about the channel, or maybe you're curious about a specific water, Sierra down in the south. It's kind of like the freebie. We do this on Patreon every week. We just basically answer questions and do reports. But we got you guys live, and I'm more than willing to help you guys out. If you have any questions about anything specific, let me know. Just post up right now. We're going to run this until we either run out of signal or we hit Bishop. Once we hit Bishop, I'll probably kill it. I'll probably drop and get some gas and stuff there, since we're headed all the way to Bridgeport and all that. But if you have questions, or maybe you're new to fishing and you just want to know a little bit more about certain spots or rigs or whatever, feel free to post up right now while we're live, and I'm more than happy to answer some of those questions for you guys about the channel or whatever you got. We can enjoy the views while we're answering questions or whatever. If you frequent this area, if you guys come up here, what's your favorite lake that you guys like to fish up here? What's your go-to lake? Do you guys have like a spot that you guys just kind of gravitate toward every time you're up here? I think for me, one of those lakes that's kind of magnetic for me, for some reason, I'm always end up at Gull Lake up here. And I've not always had the best fishing there. Sometimes it's kind of quiet, but I think it's an exciting lake because the short bite allows a deep what's going to bite at that lake. I'll try to keep it going. I'll try to re all the way to Bishop. We'll be reconnecting. So just joined, or don't be shy. Make sure you guys post up any questions or comments you have. More than happy to answer any questions about anything right now. Anything about the channel, fishing gear you're curious about, specific lakes, want to know more about Big Bear, anything. It doesn't matter. We got the time. We're just rolling the Inyos right now. Going through this is the Big Pine lava field here. Pretty neat area to hop out of the car and walk around if you get a chance. Maybe we can clean that up for you. There you go. Yeah, this is a neat area. There's some cinder cones off to our left that produced all this lava. And you can go hike those. There's actually trails that go up to those. Looks like the Palisade Glacier up there is still going strong. I guess the Big Pine Lakes have been extremely popular as of the last couple of years. And buddy Huck Outdoors was telling me recently that their permits to get up to those lakes, just to fish, has been really hard because of all the Instagram hikers. That's what I call them anyways, Instagram hikers. They're just hogging up those permits to go get their pics up there. And, it is what it is. But I wish they would do a separate permit system for people that are going to fish. If you're like, I would just hike up there for the day to fish it and come down. But that's not how those permits just don't work like that. So there it is up there, that little patch of snow. You can see the Palisade Glacier. It's one of the southernmost glaciers in the United States. Pretty cool. So if you're just signing on, feel free to ask any questions about the channel or any particular lakes that you've been curious about, or tackle you're looking at buying or thinking about trying something. It's going to be an interesting fall season in a lot of places with those hatcheries offline. A few of them are right here in the Owens Valley that are not going to be planting. So the southern sections are going to struggle for fish. I think you're going to see some private plants. I know in South Lake and some other spots have been getting private plants, and that'll help. That's not going to make it perfect, but it will help it where it would have been absolutely horrible. Now at least it'll be doable. Yeah. So I'm catching up to some comments. Yeah, Eric Bird, I don't know if you're still on there, buddy, but yeah, we are going to fish Silver Lake. We're headed there today. So Silver Lake is the first lake that we're going to fish. Yeah, Drew spent a lot of time in Bishop Creek Canyon. Ask any questions you need to know, man. I've been fishing that canyon for almost 30 years. Dare Wolf, thanks for watching the channel. We appreciate you guys. Just catching up to some of the comments because it didn't update right away. Big Bear is it worth it this time of year? That's a really good question. I would say it is probably not. But if you are going to go, I would go in another couple weeks when the moon is gone. So wait for that moon to go away and then try over by the dam. Convict Lake, my best tip for Convict would be to fish the inlet and the back of the lake. If you can't hike back there, then you want to fish it's called Wedding Beach. It's on the south shore. Just drive to the lake until the road ends, and you'll fish there. Don't know how busy they are in Mammoth, but it's been busy camping everywhere in the Sierra, and that's mainly because of people not wanting to hotel it. So the campgrounds have been getting busier. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, the Lower Owens has not been, they're not planting because they don't have any fish now. They killed all the fish from the hatcheries up here. So, oh yeah, Convict is an awesome lake, man. Darren, I just saw your comment right now. One of the better, but you got to get on the water there. It helps a lot. Lake Mary and George are great fishing. I just saw your comment, Daddy D. Yeah, there's some great fishing on both those lakes, but timing is better with the plants. You can get there and like hit the lotto, and you'll kill it at those lakes. But it really depends on the plants. The fishing in the Mammoth Lakes Basin area has been really good this year, especially with the private plants, and it has been surrounding those plants. So if you catch those private plants, man, you're going to do very well. Lake Mamie has been kicking out some nice fish this year. Lake Mary as well, George. But mainly Mamie and Mary have been kicking out better fish. So pretty good. Just you got to catch those plant schedules. And if you don't, I would still try them. I might be there tomorrow at one of those. So Jake, I am today we're headed to Silver Lake right away. Before the day is out, we'll be fishing at Silver. And then if time allows, you might fish Little Virginia and Virginia Lakes Basin today as well. Just depends. We're going to try to hit a lot of lakes on this trip. So be ready on the channel to see a whole lot of uploads from a bunch of different lakes. Tomorrow, we're going to fish like probably 10 lakes tomorrow. So the only thing that will change that is if one lake is just kicking out some super nice fish for us, then we'll probably stay there. I like at Convict Lake, I'm a Thomas Buoyant guy. Anybody watching the channel knows I pretty much stick to Thomas Buoyants. If you want to throw bait, I recommend mice tails or gulp eggs. If you're going to use power baits like a salmon peach, the key there is to make your bait a little bigger if you're going to fish near sunrise or sunset. If you're going to fish during the day when the sun's real high, that water is super clear at Convict, and you want to have a smaller bait. So after about 8 a.m., you want to downsize one little gulp egg on a mosquito hook or like a mice tail or something. But downsized, but the fish there really love lures, man. If you can get into a lure bite there, you'll catch a couple hundred fish a day there, especially on that rear inlet. It's super good on lures there. The float tube is in the back right now, so we will be float tubing. No boat though, and a lot of shore also. I'm gonna try to hit Bishop Creek Canyon on Saturday, just for a small time. Yeah, so we'll see. It just depends on the timing, but I might be up there doing a little bit of Bishop Creek Canyon on Saturday. No problem, Ezekiel. Yeah, you get used to throwing spoons. If you really want to get into a bite there, just try Thomas Buoyants and hike onto that jetty and fish that area. Or my favorite, like I say, is just hike to the back of the lake and fish that inlet at Convict and cast that spoon very far and let it sink really deep. Like let it go down, like count about 5-10 seconds before you start reeling out there at that rear inlet area. Especially as you go toward fall, there's gonna be a lot of fish staging back there. Like bigger fish will be hanging around back there. So you have a shot at a really nice fish. They always pull big fish from that area every year, and during the season. And those. All right, yeah. What up, Kyle? Good to see you, brother. Thank you for the luck there, Jake. Hopefully we don't need too much luck, but yeah, we'll be out there. Camping at Convict is always busy. It's very busy and windy. If you like wind, camp at Convict. There's not a lot, Mars. There's not a lot of info on that. If you really want to keep up with the private plants, you got to follow like multiple websites. Basically, you got like the different resorts are good people to follow on the internet. They'll post up when they've been planted, like Convict Resort and a few of the resorts in the Mammoth region. Those are the best places. My recommendation is be very specific on the dates for Crowley because they do check, and people in the last few years, they've been messing it up. But yeah, you are correct about that. So make sure you're following those rules because DFG goes out there and they look for that because they know people are. I was out there last year during the changeover and people were still throwing bait. And I'm like, man, you don't want to do that. It's a pretty expensive ticket. So yeah, make sure if you ever forget or not sure, you can always post on one of my videos and I'll help you out. Or just go to the Fish and Game website and just scroll down on their PDF file until you see it. And it's pretty clear mark, not hard to read. But like I said, if you're struggling with it, just let me know. I'll be happy to help you out. So we're just north of Big Pine, California, headed to Silver Lake and the June Lake Loop tonight. A lot of video coming up, guys. We're going to hit the Mammoth area. We're going to do the Bridgeport area. There are some things that could get in the way of us going to certain spots. Like if the fishing gets real hot in one spot, we're going to probably stay there and try it out. So, but the intention is to go to as many waters as possible while we're up here and make the trip count. Just come up here to check the temperature. Yeah, you're right, Chris. There's a lot of people on the road right now for a Thursday. It's pretty busy. It's probably one of the more busy times I've seen this highway for a Thursday. 12:30, but pretty busy. It's not hammered, but it's pretty thick of cars coming up. I can only imagine that tomorrow it'll be much worse coming up here. So yeah, very busy weekend. Got kids going back to school soon, so I think people are trying to get in that last trip. A lot of kids have already kind of begun to go back to school, so it's already changing. There we go. Got you guys back. We are going to be fishing pretty much everywhere. We're going to Bridgeport and some spots in between. Pretty much everywhere. But back to the fly fishing. I know if I got that in before the signal loss, Richard. We're going to be using flies, but not with a fly rod on this trip. we got too much other stuff going on. So we're gonna throw them though. We're gonna use I got some good stuff, some olive matukas and some black gnats with the red head and some other goodies. So we'll be using a few flies, that's for sure. Headed to Silver Lake today though. So by the end of the today, maybe we'll have something to post. If we get something big, we'll throw a picture up of it, but you'll have to wait for the video, obviously. I'm not gonna upload from up here like that, but if there's a good enough signal anywhere and we're getting into a bite, we'll go live and film the footage like that, just so you guys can see, what's going on live up here. We'll update, but we're gonna do as many videos as we can. I know a lot of people have been really curious about, where I like to go and all that, and so we're gonna try to do as many videos as I can up here to, show you guys what we can. We're gonna do some creek fishing. We're gonna do some lakes, a little bit of everything. So a lot of Sierra uploads. If you want to see some Sierra footage, this is tell your friends to get on there, because there's gonna be a lot of footage coming up from the Sierra. We're gonna do something big. The only way, like I said, is if we close, but we'll hang until we lose it. Lower Fork Kern, yeah, this winter we'll be fishing the Kern River in the winter. Not until then though. We're gonna be up here. There's no real length of time that I have. I can pretty much stay, but I don't know. We'll see how fishing is and how things are going. But about 3 to 5 days is usually about my max up here, where I get kind of bored with. Yeah, there's been a lot of Goldens. There's a lot of action on the Kern up there in Monachi and different areas. There's a lot of access points. You can get up there in Horseshoe Meadow Road. You can get up to some Goldens in there too. But yeah, we're gonna hit the Kern for sure. But in the winter, I like to fish certain spots. The year-round stuff I like, but nothing. Once everything closes down anyway, a lot of it's just closed out from snow. But coming into Bishop here, just south of town. Let's check in on some comments, see if anybody's got any more questions. We're gonna end the live feed here pretty soon. If there's any last questions, now's your chance. I'll let it roll. Bishop here, I gotta head out and we're gonna do some gas and some stuff. I saw a question there. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna do a meetup. I was actually talking about that a while back, and I didn't flake on it. But what happened is this virus thing set in, and literally right when I was gonna do a meetup, and it just kind of ruined it. So we're just waiting for a little bit to settle out. But I think this fall, great spot. Might even do like a group camp out. If people are interested in that, we'll throw it out there on the channel. But Big Bear is looking pretty strong for something. We're going to try to time it when it's not too cold, because I know most people aren't going to do that. But maybe when the fishing is just a little better in the fall, we'll do a meetup up there and maybe even a cookout or something. We'll do something cool. But yeah, this fall, we haven't forgot about it. We're going to do a meetup. There's a couple of chances. There's some other channels that I like a lot, and a couple of them are really good friends, and we're gonna probably do like a big group thing, get all the channels together, and maybe check out some camping up there or something. But yeah, so stay tuned if you're into that. You want to hang out and meet up, then that'll definitely be a possibility. There's Bishop right there in front of you. Let's see if we can get it to, there you go, those tree line that you see straight ahead. Pretty cool. So yeah, we're gonna get into Bishop, just grab a little gas really fast, and then we're gonna head north and get into Silver Lake and start fishing right away. It's about 12:40 right now, and it gets dark up here. It's gonna be dark by about 8:30, and then we'll be camping overnight. We're going to be dispersed camping unless find a campground I like. but we're mainly interested in just dispersed camping for the simplicity of it. Yeah, we might. The Convict's like a maybe right now. Where if I do, it'll be a short visit. But yeah, it's possible. It's not out yet to fish Convict. It wasn't a priority, but I might be fishing Convict on Saturday. So very small chance for it on Friday, tomorrow, later in the day. We'll be in the Mammoth region tomorrow, and that's another chance for it. But it just depends. We're either going to head north tomorrow and go to Bridgeport, or we're going to head south and go toward Mammoth. So not sure yet. There's the little Bishop golf course. Pretty cool spot. Green grass this year. Man, last year it was dead. They must have done a lot of watering this year. No fall colors yet, but I mean, in about another 3-4 weeks, should start seeing some fall colors up here. 93 degrees right now in Bishop. 93. Pretty hot day. So anyway, let's see if there's any last comments or questions. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I will check it out, George. Weather's hot right now, Eric. It's pretty hot up here. 93 right now as we roll into town. Pretty warm. There's last shots, guys, before we're going to pull here. Gonna get some gas and then head up to Silver. So stay tuned. Make sure you guys subscribe, and we got some great stuff coming. There's the old famous horse right there. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna get on out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We'll chat with you guys soon. Stay tuned. There might be some more live videos in the very near future. And Eric, yes, we are camping. So we're going to stop off here at this here Arco and see if we can get some gas. Hopefully there's a spot, man. It's pretty busy.